Hello everybody, this is my next video in our Qigong journey. And last week we did the upper body mobility. These were exercises to keep the upper body limber and so we don't get stiff and stuff while doing Qigong. Today we're going to do lower body mobility, but before we start, my little grandson's here and he wanted to say hi, so here's little Angelo.
Hi. I hope you have a good day today. This morning, if it's night for you, have a good night though. If it's night for you guys, I'm swinging my arms. Bye.
We'll see you later, buddy. I'll call you back in when it's time to say goodbye, okay?
Okay.
See you later. Today we're going to start with lower mobility, so because we want to keep the entire body. So these are exercises you could do if we were in a class. These are what we'll be doing at the beginning of the class to help mobilize our body, so to keep everything limber and actually doing stuff to keep the upper and lower body limber, okay? So today, like I said, it's going to be lower body that we're doing today. These are going to be not too strenuous, not too massive of a stretch. These are just smaller movements. So, but as we go along in the Qigong, we'll actually start getting into more, I guess you could say, aggressive movements to stretch the body even more so. So as we get into, so kind of like with yoga where you do some really huge stretches to keep the body limber. But for right now, we're just going to do minimum ones. To help warm up the body, we're going to do quad stretches. And what we do for quad stretches, we may do a dynamic stretch first, which I'm going to turn sideways so you can see it. Basically, you're going to stand here, go up on one leg, and just take one. We're going to start with this leg here, which would be your left leg. So we would turn here, but you have to turn, but just so you can see the movement. Basically, you're just going to swing your foot forward and back. When you go forward, foot's going to be up like this. When you go back, you're going to stretch it out to the back, okay? So we're just going to swing it a little. It doesn't have to be massive, just a little to warm it up. You just do it a couple of times. Helps warm up the hip flexors here. So as you're doing it, and like I say, just a few times. And then we're going to take and stretch the quad. You're going to grab your foot. You're going to grab your left foot with your left hand, and you're just going to pull it up. You're going to force the hip forward, and you're going to feel the stretch in your quad. You can stretch it for a couple of seconds, pull it back, and down. Shake it off. And then we're going to do the other side. I go from here, and again, just do the swinging. And like I said, it just helps warm up the hip flexors, helps warm up the quads a little, just helps warm everything up. You do it a couple of times there, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take and grab the foot, pull it back. You're going to push the hip forward and pull it so it's tight. And once you're done that, then we're just going to shake it off, and we're done. But those are what you can do. You can do them for a little bit longer. It's up to you. It depends on how tight your quads are. So, but it also helps with the warm up for the rest of the lower body. So the next thing that we're going to do is what's called hip circles. Okay, your hands, again, feet shoulder width apart. Gonna tuck your tailbone, or just drop it down, whatever is easier for you. Basic stance. You're gonna take your hands, you put your hands on your hips, and you're gonna do hip circles. Hip circles, you're gonna go out and back, out and back. Feel the stretch in here, stretch to the forward, stretch to the side, stretch to the back, forward, and do it in circles. You want to feel the stretch when you come to your right side, feel the stretch when you come forward, and feel the stretch when you come to your left side. Then to the back, feel the stretch in the back, hip circles. And through the whole thing, you're breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Slow, deep breaths, just natural breathing. Other direction. There we go. Now back to neutral position, and after each exercise, you just feel how your body feels. Now from this position, now we're going to do what's called knee circles. Bend a little, put your hands on your knees, and your knees are going to go opposing circles. So you're going to go out and around. And after you do a couple of these, go in the opposite direction. But they're opposing circles you're doing for your knees. And now stand up. Back to neutral position again. And now what we're going to do is ankle rolls. And for ankle rolls, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see it a little bit better. But basically, you're going to put your foot out in the ankle rolls. You're going to move your feet so your ankles are going one direction. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. So start with your left foot. And go the opposite direction.
Stop it. I'm gonna tell your mom when she gets back.
And put your foot down. Now with your right foot out, one direction. Want to move your toes, ankles, everything is moving with this. Now the other direction. Toes and everything. There, now you're done. Put your feet together. Okay. And now you're going to put your feet together. Feet together. Okay, now we're going to do body's going to be straight. And you're just going to turn your feet together, and you're going to have your turn to the right. Just going to basically go to one side and go to the other side. Remember to breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. Again. Hold it there for a sec. Then move to the other side. Hold it there for a sec. Then move to the other side. Hold it there for a sec. Good. Hold it there for a sec. Hold it there for a sec. Back and forth. Hold it there for a sec. Hold it there for a sec. There, okay. Now we're going to go back down to the knees again. Feet together. Feet are together. Hands back on your knees. You bend a little, and we're going to do knee rolls with the knees together. So we're going to go one way, knee circles. Going one way. Again, remember to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Regular breaths. Now the opposite direction. There. Return back to basic position. Take a breath. In, out. And just feel how you feel. Okay, the next one we're going to try and do is we're going to do hip circles again. But with these hip circles, you're going to have a little wider stance. And you're going to take it around and around. And when you come back to go to the other side, push off this leg. When you come around, push off. Then when you go to the other side, push off. Okay? So as you're doing the circle, push off, push off, push off, push off. So when you're coming around to this side here, when your hip's coming around this side, you have this right foot bent. And what you're going to do is push off as you push your hips up slightly forward, and then back to here, and then back down. And when you get to this side here, you bent a little bit here, you're going to push off with your left leg, push off, and come back. So, and then when you do the circles, okay, okay, then try going the opposite way. Again, push off, down, 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 push off, push off, push off. Remember to breathe with the exercise. There, that was our next exercise. Come back to our basic stance again. Feet shoulder width apart, tailbone tucked. Now what we're going to do is one hand on the lower stomach, either hand, doesn't matter, right or left, lower stomach, the other one on the upper stomach. So lower abdomen, upper abdomen. And what you're going to do is shift your hips right, left, right, left, right, left. This hand shouldn't move at all. Okay, the upper hand on the upper abdomen shouldn't move too much at all. The bottom one should move right, left, and now do it backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Okay, now try it all together. Forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward. Now try going in a circle. When you come in from here, you want to tuck your tailbone. Here, feel the stretch in the hip. Here, feel the stretch in the lower back because you're arching your back slightly. Here, you're coming over here, feel the stretch in the hip. Tuck the tailbone and just do it as circles. And again, the upper hand should not move too much at all. The lower hand should be moving more. Now try the opposite direction. And it's just the hip that we're moving right now. There. Okay. Now take a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale. All in and out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to do a pelvic tilt, okay? I'm going to turn sideways for this, but you can continue to face. What you want to feel is your pelvis forward and back, forward, then back, forward, then back, forward, and then back, forward, and then back. That's the movement for your pelvis. Now, regular movement. Okay, now this is going to be a pelvic tilt like I just showed you. Okay, and what the movement of the hands is going to be, the hands are going to be out in front of you. And what we're going to do is up, down, okay? The chi ball is right here. I'm going to go up to the upper abdomen, down to the lower abdomen, or the dantian. I'm going to go up, down, and with the pelvic tilt, it's going to be, we're going to go, when we're down here, we're going to tilt the pelvis forward. Back up here, we're going to go back. Okay, so the movement's going to be Here, pelvis tilted forward. Here, back. Here, back. Here, arch your back a little bit, then back down. That's the movement, okay? Okay, we're going to start the movement down here. Pelvis tilted forward, pelvis back. Forward, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Feel the stretch in your back. Feel the stretch in your back when you arch your back. This helps open up the spine to allow more chi in. Your hands are circling the chi ball. Back to the ready position. A couple of deep breaths. Feel how your body feels. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is called Pebble in the Pond. Okay, you're going to open your stance up just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit wider. And your hands are basically going to go here like a pebble in the pond that you threw in the water, and it's causing the little wave vibrations out. Okay, so basically your hands start here and go out. Go out and then come back in. And the movement for down here is your hands are going to go out, and as your hands go out, your hands go back. Back. Come back in, and then you bring it in. Hips come back. Pelvis tilts forward. Back out. And back in. Okay? So, start from a ready position. And hands to here. Hands out. Hands out. And you're going to exhale out through the nose. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. All through the nose. Feel you bringing the energy in and gathering it here. And then exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. There. Hands by your side. Position. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale in. Exhale out. The next exercise is called Embrace the World, and it's just the opposite of Pebble in the Pond. So basically you're going to take your hands and you're going to go out and then center it and bring it back in. Hands are going to go out, center it and bring it back in. And same thing with the lower body. Going to go out, hips are going to go back, center it and bring it back in. Hips go out and back, center it and bring it in. Hands go out and around, bring it back in. Okay? Regular position, slightly wider. Hands go out, center it, bring it back in. Exhale out, center it and bring it back in. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hands back to beginning. Regular stance again. Keep your stance here. And we all know the regular stance. So when I say regular stance, back to this stance. So, and now we're going to do the centering exercise. Okay? So take your hands, put your hands here. So not touching, but just one above the other. Doesn't matter which one. And we're going to come out to here. Follow the hand across and down the center and back. Hand out. Center, back. Okay? Exhale. Inhale. Sorry, it's inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands at your side. Just feel how you feel. Normal breathing. Inhale, exhale, all through the nose. And now, bamboo in the wind. Feet together. Hands over the lower dantian. And just allow your chi energy, let your body sway, whatever it wants to do. Normal breath, all through the nose. In the nose, out the nose. Feet apart. Circle the belly. This aids in digestion. It also helps bring the chi into the lower dantian where we store it. The lower storage point for our chi. You don't have to concentrate it there. Just the fact that the motion is around the dantian helps concentrate the chi into that area. Helps focus it into that area. Helps move it into that area. Slowly bring it in, circle it in to the lower dantian. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Big sigh. And that's it. And these are exercises for lower body mobility. So now if you can combine the two, You can do the exercises from last week. You can go back to when we did silk reeling, because that's also helps with the entire body as well. Some of these exercises are part of silk reeling, like the ankles, the knees. They're all part of silk reeling. We have this, which is also part of silk reeling for the upper body, shoulder rolls for the upper body. Combine these all in, and when you do any type of routine, you can do these with it. You do these before. It helps warm the body up before you start any type of QiGong exercises. Any of our flows that we go into, like when we did the 8 foundational flows of compressing the pearl, flying hands, all of these cloudy hands, any of these exercises that we did. When you do those, or any type of form that we do in, any type of flow that we do in Qigong, you can do this prior to it. It helps warm the body up and keeps you more flexible. Keep your upper and lower body flexible. Like I said, these are beginner ones. There's much harder ones we'll do, like when we do 5-part hip openings. And then there's other exercises that are done in yoga, also done in Qigong, which were a little bit more aggressive than what we've been doing. So, but that'll be much further on that we'll start doing that stuff to get us even more flexible. So we won't have problems with doing some of the exercises that we need to do. And again, if any of these exercises seem to be too much for you, there's always ways to modify them. So, like if you're doing this one here to stretch the quad, if you have trouble balance, use a chair. Or you can sit in a chair and just sit on the edge of the chair and just pick your leg up and go from the edge of the chair or the side of the chair. A chair with no arms in it, you just lift your leg up and stretch it a little bit there. So there's all ways to do these exercises where if you're not as mobile, it'll help you out and maybe make you more mobile so that in time you can do the exercise the regular way. So you won't have to modify anything eventually. So that's what we're all going to strive for. So I hope everybody liked this. I hope you all like and subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you have any suggestions at all, please feel free to ask. If you have any questions, ask. Because like I said, if I don't know the answer, because I'm kind of new to this too, I can always ask my instructor who's been doing it for 30 years, or his instructor who's been doing it for even more, or his instructor who's been doing it for even longer. So I can ask anybody along the way to find out the answer to your question. So one way or another, I'll find an answer to any question that you have. So let me know. And again, as I always say, have yourself a great day, great weekend, because right now it's Sunday here where I am right now. And have a great week, great month, great everything, because it's the start of the new one, because today it's June 1st that I'm recording this. It's June 1st. So it's a new day. And this month is my birthday. I will be 65 in the middle of June. So, and I will actually be on vacation on my birthday. I will be in a beautiful Caribbean island. So at a resort, me, my wife, sister, and grandson, we're all going. And I'll take some video there, and maybe I'll show you some of the video from that on my channel. Maybe we'll do like a B-roll cut of some video from where we're going. So, but that's the middle of the month. So we'll all see. So I hope all of you have a great, great week. And again, like I did once, it was live long and prosper, and that's what I hope for everybody. So, and this will help you. It's helped me considerably, absolutely considerably. So, and I hope it does the same for you. So, everybody, have a good one. Take care. Bye, my friends. Have a good one.